The Legend of Me. Lord of the Potter is one of my favorite ones, so are you ready?
Yeah.
Lord of the Potter by Jayovac. A quite rainy day in London when Harry Potter, but he was in the Hogwarts. Oh, hello there, Harry, said Ron E. Weasley because he was his best friend. Hi, Ron, said Harry Potter, but there was an explosion. What is that? What is that? Shouts Ron, and he casted a magical spell that repelled them from the falling destruction rocks. Chapter Part 2. No, seriously.
No, seriously.
Harry and Ron. Was it safe? I don't know. But then there was a small man in front of them like a goblin. No, I am not, the small man said, and he showed them an intense ring of power. Oh my. Ron and Harry say in both together. Where did you get those? How's it those if it's only one ring? I am on a quest from the Shire to sent by one the Gandalf the Grey to throw those ring into the Mount Doom.
Mount Doom? What?
Harry Potter got an idea in his head and he knew that it was his destiny for him to join the small man, throw the Horcrux into the Mountain of Doom too so that he could Voldemort and save them forever, and he knew Ron would join them on his epic quest. But what about Hermione? Harry told him that she was very busy and she could not join them. Ron said fine, and it was okay. My name is Frodo Baggins, and I am from another land that is not like this place. It is like the Shire, but we do not have the magic like you. Harry and Ron were mystified by the Frodo Baggins question of asking. I don't know, but we must leave soon, and they opened a teleportal to take them to Middle Earth. Chapter 3.
The sun was setting over the sky with red like blood and orange like sunset when Harry, Ron, and Frodo came bouncing over a hill. And then suddenly there were cries of fighting, and there was a fire in the air. No, shouted Harry Potter. We are in the middle of a battle attack. Watch out, he said. But it was too late. And Ron
was sliced him head off by a gigantic orc axe. No! Screamed Harry Potter, and he felt sorrow like a million bee stings at the loss of his best fry friend in the whole wide world. I am sorry for your loss, said Frodo Baggins after fighting was done and the battle was over by them from a lot of magical spells that were cast in some words were fight with. I know you are sorry, Harry Potter say. By T, he was my best man in the worldly universe, and I will never ever have another friend like Ron Weasley. But Tay, you knew that Ron would want them to continue on their quest, but they knew it would be over so very soon. Chapter 4, The Mountain of Doom.
Okay, can I read it?
Go for it.
They were coming up on a long, winding path that haunted to the left. On both sides were mountains of ash, and in the distance they could see the thin silhouette of... Wow, well, crap, we spelled that correctly, I think.
No.
Of Mount Doom's peak. Are we almost there? Shouted Harry Potter. Yes! Exclamation point. Shout Frodo. Then they were about to... Okay, you can read. I can't do this.
Then they were at the peak, and Sauron and Voldemort. And could it be? Yes, it was them. You have done excellent, say Voldemort to Frodo. Harry Potter realized it was a trick? How could you? Harry asked angrily at Frodo. I am sorry, Harry. I became best friends, but now I have to betray you to save my people. He said and put him head down. Bah ha 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 ha, laughed Voldemort and Sauron.
Ow.
It too late for you, but suddenly Harry became energized like a Super Saiyan from Dragon Ball Z. There was lightning and energy going all over the place. It was blue and so much of that. And then a bunch of Nazgul and Dementors were flying everywhere. What's going on? The bad guy shouted just as Dementor flew down and sucked the soul from Voldemort, and Harry threw the Horcruxes into the fiery. No! Someone shouted, and Harry Potter did an amazing spell that knocked the villains into the fire, killing them instantly. Then only Frodo was left. How coldly could you betray me? Harry said and pointed this wand at Frodo. It was turning blue with extremely energy. I am sorry. Will you forgive me? Frodo said, but secretly got out a dagger in with poison from his backpack. But then Harry went invisible with his cloak and used a shove spell to knock Frodo into the fire. No! Shouted Forod as he fell into the fires of Mount Doomin. Harry had to breathing a sigh of relief just as a griffin came down, and on it Gandalf and Dumble led 4 horse cheering and casting magical spells of happiness that were like fireworks in the night sky. Harry, I am so proud of you, said Dumbledore. But then Harry Potter did another spell that flung in Dumbledore and Gandalf into the fire.
What?
Ha ha, cackled Harry Potter. And then Randall Flagg from the Dark Tower in the stand came out from behind the shadows and said, You did well, Harry. The end? That one just goes to hell right at the end.